If you're trying to merge a CPN and you're getting this message, service no longer available for SSN validator, I'm going to walk you through it. Let's get into it. This is going to be a quick tutorial about how to find a valid number for a CPN. You want to make sure you're not using any dead people, any kids, or any used numbers. And basically, a CPN is a 9-digit number that hasn't been issued by the government as a social. So it's just a random number that's 9 digits. All right. So let's go ahead and head over to a site like this one. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Over here, what you can do is whatever state you're in, let's say you're in California and your birth date is 1999, you would hit generate. And what this site is going to do, this site is going to give you the first 5 numbers. Okay. But then the trick is you have to find out of the next 4, you have to find ones that's not being used. Okay. So this is the hard part, finding those last 4 digits that's not being used. Because as you can see, this number was issued in California. Well, this number range was issued in California. And it was issued between these years, okay? So, and it is a valid, these 5 numbers are valid. So, and I'm sure, anybody in the comment, they can tell you if they live in Cali, somebody probably has these numbers that start off with this. Okay, so this is a good start. All right, real good start right here. Now, in order for you to find these last 4 numbers, you're going to need a tool that lets you know, okay, this number doesn't belong to someone else. So all we're going to do is just copy this here and take it over to, it's basically on here. It's called bulk, is where you look up. I'm going to leave a description. All right. But in the bulk, you can actually type a number in here. Let's refresh this. You can actually type a number in here. Now, what you have to do is find the last 4 digits of what you want to use. So, and a lot of things you can't do. So you'll have to look up that on your own. But let's just say we used a number like this. So this is how you would find out if it's good. If it comes back and says this number belongs to someone else, then you shouldn't use it. Okay. So you would hit verify. Right now I'm not logged into my account, but it would tell you. But you have to sign up, and it's easy to sign up. They do charge a fee, and I'll let you see that here. So you would go to sign up, and they do charge a fee. It's a one-time fee. However, it does take time doing this method. So once that one doesn't work, you have to go back in and try another number, and then another number. So that's the issue. It takes time to do it, and you have to make sure you're doing it right. Okay. Um, and once you find a number, that's when you can start the process of building the CPN. And I'm gonna create another video for building the CPN. Um, but before we do talk about that, I just want to let you know it's very important that you are doing it the right way, which is finding, especially for people who were born, you know, I say before 2005, 2010, finding those first couple of numbers that's correct. You need to get your CPN on the right path with that. So again, you need to make sure that you're generating the first 5 numbers correctly, and then you need to definitely find the correct 4 numbers. Because if not, you're going to be using someone else's information, and that's how you're committing fraud. That's how you're doing illegitimate things, And this is for informational purposes only, too, by the way. All right. Okay, so after you have put your number into the bulk number verification, then you need to check and see if it's any good. So you click on verify on this again, and if it's working, it's working. But the thing is, you have to keep doing this. You have to keep going back in here, trying a different number, putting it in here to verify if it's good, you can use it. But a lot of times, a lot of the numbers are already used. So that's why I like to use a company like CPNGENERATOR. The CPNGENERATOR, I'll go to it over here. Um, if you Google it, first thing that comes up if you Google CPNGENERATOR, takes you right to the website. All right. And once you're on the website, they have it lets you, boost your CPN. They do all the work for you. They'll build it. They also have a free generator. So you can take this number that you found, put it in the generator to see if it can be activated. All right. You can also call them. They have a 1-800 number. And their site has been live since I think 2016. So, I mean, for a site to be up this long, they're doing something right. All right, let's look at some of their packages. This is for the $99 package if you just want them to give you a valid number so you won't have to do all the searching. If you want them to set it up, which is what I highly recommend, this package $249, they try merge it and they give you credit monitoring. But also they have packages that come with credit scores. So they'll add AU trade lines on. Here's one. Here's another one. I think this one almost gets you like an 800 credit score. If you just want to buy trade lines for your SSN, they have packages for that. And look down here. Look at all this. They have a lot of testimonials. You can see all of them here. And then I actually know this girl. She got this apartment. It was one of my clients I sent to CPNGENERATOR. So yeah, these are real clients. And here's even more results. And then look at this, even auto client results. So when you do have your file, this is what it looks like once you have your credit scores on there. Yeah, this is probably one of the most reputable sites to get a CPN. They actually answer the phone. They actually send you trade line details, everything like that. So I highly recommend, using CPNGENERATOR. Just wanted to show you also, like when you click on one of these packages, say if you want to get started with this $9.99 package, it takes you up here to where you can enter your information, name, uh, phone number, it's a contact number, an email, never used before, like on Credit Karma, address. You can choose the package. These are their packages. Oh, they also have a Credit Suite package. And you can choose the payment method, and then you call them, and once you make your payment, they'll give you a confirmation code that would go here. Once you they give you the confirmation code, then you tell them how you found them. A lot of people find them on YouTube. You check this box and submit. And once you do that, they'll get the application, they'll have the payment, and typically they'll email you your CPN in about 24 to 48 hours. That's my experience. So look, make sure you drop a comment below and let them know that you saw this video. And I think they're giving like 10% off if you let them know that you saw this video. So make sure you do that. Stay locked in. And if you have questions, just hit that number, 800-674-7799.